All right. Let me make this big. Let me turn this up. All right. Good morning, everyone. Today is MLK, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and it's a bank holiday. But as you guys may know, I show up every day, and from my back testing, I've seen opportunities on bank holidays. So I'll still be here, still be watching the charts, and yeah, we're gonna be here. We're gonna keep showing up. So hopefully y'all are doing good. Today is a bank holiday, so keep that in mind. But yeah, I'm ready to show up and lock in here. I'm actually liking the way price is moving, actually, personally, which is funny because I don't think most other people are. But the reason I am is because check out how we perfectly in London session we perfectly created this market maker sell model where the high took 130, the true session open, and then we have a 2022 model which perfectly takes the 90-minute true open and taps equilibrium here, right? All occurring above midnight. This is probably the best and most perfect example of true opens directing price, right? And you'll see this occur in the market over and over again. And so right now, what I'm thinking is, since London kind of made a sell model here and formed a high, I'm honestly going to be expecting New York to continue and then run this LRLR here. So at some point, I will probably want to take a short. Now, we're going to go ahead and open up my account. This is a 1 minute inversion that actually looks not bad at all, actually. But anyway, I just got on the chart, so I'm gonna chill out. This purple line, I made the true session open a different color, and I'm gonna get out session stat map. And I honestly kind of want to just have these two open. I think that's so valuable. I feel like I should start utilizing stat map more because I think it's actually super useful. I don't know, I kind of want to see us go up even higher a little bit, maybe, and then getting a move lower to go run this. It's kind of where I'm at right now. What is this? Alright, so got trade of 8 open. I'm going to go ahead and readjust the balance. As you guys know, the drill. Just trading on practice. Okay, here we go. So updating this. Perfect. So yeah, we'll see what we get here. Yeah, I think we're gonna go run this LRLR. We have a nice change in state here on the 1 minute with this bearish S&T. I might go ahead and try this. I mean, how's the 2 minute look? Only thing is, I kind of wanted to see us maybe manipulate that market open, but but this might actually just deliver us lower. I like this, even this change in state right here. It's a propulsion block. So here's an order block, here's a propulsion block. If we get a reaction off of this, this might be very interesting, right? I might try something here. I might try a 5-second micro scalp just to practice. If we ended up getting, right, if we ended up getting a reaction off of this, on the low time frame, it'd be very interesting, you know. You guys get what I'm saying? It's like this is order block. So yeah, I'm pretty interested to see if we reject this, do we run the LRLR? Might just zoom out for a second though, because like I said, we might need to go up to the session manipulation level. This could just be another point along this LRLR line, you know. It's kind of looking like that. Hey, what up, Mayank? How's it going, bro? So you might be wondering why am I trading a bank holiday, and the reason is because from my back testing, I've seen good trades occur on bank holidays. Other people disagree. Other people say they don't see them. But the reason I do is because I'm like, my trading style is more of micro scalping, so I do see a lot of trades that a lot of people don't see. A lot of people can disagree with that. Whatever, it's my back testing, it's my own conviction, so I don't really care what anyone else thinks. But yeah, this right here, I think this will become LRLR, but right now it's high resistance, and I actually don't mind maybe this 30-second change in state. I might try this here on yeah, let's go ahead and try this on
order filled.
Let's try this. So I'm gonna switch over to the other screen. So I see this as high resistant here.
Stop field.
Nah, it's looking like it's gonna turn low resistant here. So I wanted to see one final manipulation leg, but well, I thought that maybe that could be one final Judas swing, but it wasn't. Looks like we're going lower right here, right now. Once again, I was saying how this is an order block. This could be a propulsion block. You guys remember that? And then now, rejection of it, right? To go run that LRLR. But it's also possible that we need one final manipulation leg. But yeah, happy Martin Luther King Day. Maybe we should get a giant picture of Martin Luther King on the chart. This could be high resistant for now. Okay, now we are forming this bullish SMT. we just inverse this gap here. Right, this might not be bad. Maybe on a retest of the IFG. Then again, if this is high resistant, then we won't. Then we might not run it. I kind of want to try it just in case we do go run it. Even if we don't, I just want to get in case we run it. So I'm gonna put a limit order at 301.
Order filled.
I think we target the NWOG here. Yeah, I'm gonna target the NWOG, so 250. Okay, 2.6R. Ready to become LRLR. If who doesn't support the market? Yeah. You don't know they. Fair, bro, fair. Now, if this does become high resistance, then I guess it could go higher here. It's possible that's the case. But with now this 5-minute closure, I doubt it. And with this 10-minute closure, I'm leaning like this is gonna go run. Like once again, guys, with these liquidity curves, Sometimes they're going to be high resistant, sometimes they're going to be low resistant. You don't know for sure if they're going to be high resistant or low resistant. You just know the probabilities. So I don't know. This could be high resistant, but I'm going to go with the fact that I think it's low resistant at this point. Now, I could go break even there. I might actually want to go just break even here, honestly. Yeah, it does. But like I said, with these trend lines, right, with these liquidity curves, it might be high resistant, it might be low resistant. If it's high resistant, then it's gonna support and then continue higher. If it's low resistant, then it's gonna start to cut through and stop everyone out. That is the game, the nature of the game that is played. Now we do have bullish SMTs. Once again, I'm leaning on the side of I think we're gonna go run liquidity. I'm gonna go break even here though, because I don't. Yeah. And then I'll target the new week opening gap. I could target further than that. Actually, let's just see how many projections this order block takes us down. 1, 2, 3. Hey, what up, Ahmad? Ahmad, how's it going, bro? So right now we have this trend line liquidity. I wasn't sure if it was going to be high resistant or low resistant. I was leaning on the side of low resistant. I still am leaning on the side of low resistant. You can see that it seems like we're going lower. We'll just have to see if this becomes low resistant or not. I'm taking this as a 3-minute inversion of this gap here. So we'll just have to see if this takes us lower or if this is just a high resistant curve. I'm going to be patient. I want to go break even a little lower because we could still hit break even at this point. That's kind of, I go break even based off of when I think we won't go break even anymore. Does that make sense? Like, when is it reasonable to assume that we won't be going break even? So I'm gonna go break even at this low, or the body here, and then if we hit that, I'll go break even. And then at that point, you know, I wish I had another con because I would love to scale out, but where's the new week opening gap again? Market open in 3 minutes. Yeah, where's that new week opening gap? There should be one down here. I was just talking about it. There it is. Okay, I'm gonna mark this out. Hey, what up, Javier? Good morning. How long did it take you to learn to trade? It's an ongoing process, indefinitely. But I've been trading for 2.5 years. Yeah, I think I'll just target this NWOG here and then call it when we hit the NWOG, and I'll go break even at this low. Check DM. Alright. Nice, 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 nice. I see what you're saying, Javier. Yeah, guys. So we do have bullish S&T. We are below all the true opens for the session. I actually might just go break even here because if we don't go lower right now on market open, then we probably won't. So I'm gonna go break even. Okay,
Stop
I went
filled.
break even and I got stopped out. Man, I kind of let Javier. Okay, I'm not trying to blame. This is my own decision, but Javier was like, Javier sent me the screenshot that we're going up now. I did exit the trade partially, like, cause I don't know. I gotta trust myself more, but yeah, dang, I exited that trade. I shouldn't have because I needed to trust myself and not just read Javier's thing. It's whatever. So if you guys aren't understanding what I'm saying, Javier sent me a DM saying that we're gonna go up, and I don't know. I don't know. I changed my in my head. I just I don't know. I just changed my plan, but I honestly I should have stayed with what my trade was. Honestly, yeah, dude, I'm so dumb. Oh my gosh. Yeah, honestly, I just have to stick to a trade. When I take a trade, I gotta stick to it. Oh my gosh, you're kidding. Yeah, that was a good trade. I shouldn't have changed it. Dang it. That's all good. And then I would have targeted the NWOG and then I'd take profit right here. I gotta work on my own conviction, guys. So guys, just to show you guys what I was talking about. So this is what I was saying. So I was holding for the new week opening gap, and I don't know. I let the DM influence my decision. Dang it. Anyway, it's all good. It's all just practice for me anyway, so it's all good. I'm gonna get up and walk around though, cause dang it. Yeah, it's my own fault. I gotta keep to my conviction. And we just hit TP, huh? It just hit TP. Yeah, guys. It's all good. It's all good. I just gotta work on sticking to my own trades and sticking to my conviction. Now that we've hit this new week opening gap and we've taken this LRLR, we could reverse, but the reason I hesitant to say we will is because, like I said, London took with bearish SMT took the true session open. I don't know. I don't know if we'll reverse. We might though. Now that we tap this new week opening gap. But yeah, this was my main target right here, this new week opening gap. Yeah, I don't necessarily think we will either, because this is low resistance. Usually with low resistance, this is rocket fuel for us to go way lower, right? Usually that's how it goes. Usually it's rocket fuel for us to go way lower. So what draws and liquidity do we have off to the left? Right, we have we might have first strike here. Hold up. Yeah. But dude, this trade was really good. This 3-minute IPG. Sometimes you're not gonna know for sure if it's turning low resistance or if it's high resistance, and you just have to just take a educated probabilistic guess. Like, you don't know. But I just figured with this amount of times we've rejected this trend line, it should be about time we go run the liquidity. And I was right. So, it's all good. But yeah, there's case for lower prices if this LRLR just continues to be rocket fueled to bring us down. Like we have an unmitigated or untapped 4-hour bullish BPR here. That could be a draw on liquidity, for instance. That probably will be, actually. Me too, bro. Me too. I'm mad at myself too because I knew the trade, I just didn't trust myself. And it's like, well, that's something I gotta work on. But it feels like every time I trust myself, I'm wrong. That's why. But that's something that I gotta work on, It's better to trust yourself and be wrong. Honestly, I'm gonna make a short form video about this. It's better to trust yourself and be wrong than to be unsure of yourself, change your mind, and be right. In the long run, trusting yourself and your own trades will lead to much more success. And to discount, I mean, the thing is, this LRLR could be rocket fuel for us to go lower. Like, it really could be. Now, and once again, with the manipulation of 730, and now as well this 3-minute IFG. So you can see we've already. I'll show you the screenshot from earlier of London, right? So we've already formed a high in London. So what does that mean? If we form a high in London, that means New York's likely to continue, right? So we had a here's the screenshot. We had a manipulation of the London True Open, the True Session Open, and then we got displacement lower, forming a 2022 fair value gap, tapped equilibrium, manipulating the 90-minute True Open, all occurring above the midnight True Open. And same. So if London makes a high, then New York's likely to continue. So same thing. So now this is LRLR. And we got an untapped 4-hour BPR here that could be a draw on liquidity, in my opinion. Now, I think the only way I really get a trade again is if we get a first strike. So we'll see. We do have an RTH gap to the upside. Eventually, we'll probably reverse, but we might need to tap the 4-hour untapped BPR. We'll just have to see. I mean, this new week opening gap could also be catalyst for us to reverse, you know. Let me zoom out. We are within a volume imbalance here. Nah, I think we go fill this untapped BPR. What's up with all the people saying don't trade bank holidays? What's up with those guys? I think they just don't actually think for themselves. What? Oh, it was a live trade as a sim trade. It was a sim trade. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. It was just on sim. It's all practice. It was all practice. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad at all, bro. Yeah, don't feel bad at all. And plus, it's I have to be able to trust myself, bro. So, you know, it's something I gotta work on. But yeah, this was a nice trade. I don't think market's being that slow. We've gotten quite a bit of movement. Like, we ran this low resistance liquidity with this 3-minute IFG. I don't think this is really slow, bro. I think we're getting plenty of movement. I think all the people who say don't trade bank holidays are mindless sheep. I mean, just genuinely. Was this a good 3-minute IFG with bearish SMT? Yes. Did we go run low resistance liquidity? Yes. Like, even if we didn't, even if today just consolidated, you could still trade it, right? There's still ways to trade consolidations. And so for this whole narrative of you can't take a trade just because it's bank holiday, it's crazy. Because if price is making open, high, low closes, it's going to be moving based off of smart money concepts. It's going to be moving based off of liquidity. There will be trades. Period. Period. Doesn't matter if it's Asia. Doesn't matter if it's London. Doesn't matter if it's New York. Doesn't matter if it's Martin Luther King Day. I don't know, man. I don't get all these mindless sheep that are like, oh yeah, we just can't trade bank holidays just because everyone else said don't. Like, think for yourselves, guys. Backtest the market for yourself. Now, if we fill this 25.53, 553. Yeah, at some point we might reverse, right? We have 730. We're below all the true opens. Yeah, I might take another trade soon. Nice, nice. I think we might need to fill this new week opening gap. We are below all the true opens. Is there going to be a new true open that forms here soon? I think we need to form one final move down. Like a Judas swing here. But yeah, it's all good, guys. I got to be able to trust myself. And this is something I got to work on. So, no, I mean, blaming anyone. It's all my own fault. I have to trust myself. 951 will be the next true open. So I think we'll form 951 in here somewhere, and then we'll get one final move down, filling the NWOG. This will be the low, and then we get the real move. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. Watch 25.253. I want to see one final manipulation leg. This is not convincing to me. This little move higher. Could I be wrong? Yeah. I could be. Macro starting. Macro starting here. Dang, maybe it does go higher here, but I really want to see this be a manipulation leg. Like, I really want to see this be a manipulation leg. No? We get an outside bar? I really thought we were gonna go one final manipulation leg. Yeah, we're gonna go higher, but I was thinking we're gonna get another manipulation leg. Oh, we got a 5-minute outside bar. Oh, sheesh. Okay, wait. This 5-minute outside bar is gorgeous. Oh, this is so nice. This is one of the best outside bars I've ever seen. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. No wonder we're going higher. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna put a limit order for the retest of the outside bar. One of the best outside bars I've ever seen. I'm gonna take this up 4 projections. Man, we might have to find a different entry though. But we now know the bias is bullish for sure. This is really obvious. Where's the first center for value gap? That might make things a little easier. 5-minute outside bar is one of the best outside bars I've ever seen. Okay, so we're gonna keep this trade just there, just in case it gets filled. But we're gonna look for a different trade because right now that's not getting us. We're not getting filled with that because I missed it. So maybe like first strike or something. They're not a first percent for value gap. They're not a first percent for value gap. Very clearly, we will likely go higher here, but there was really no internal manipulation. It was really just boom, boom. But this is why I took profit at that new week opening gap, because I knew that we might just stall there, you know, or we might reverse at that new week opening gap, and I was right. Okay, so I have a limit order for the new week opening gap here. I mean, not for the new week opening gap, for the retest of that 5-minute outside bar. We have 951 here. You know, I actually don't mind just maybe taking this as a 2022 model. Maybe there'll be a 3-minute gap or something. But yeah, we're below all the true opens. Pretty textbook here. You can also enter on this 1 minute change in state. There's a lot of different ways to take this, right? You could take a 1 minute change in state here. Any of these 1 minute change in states. But it's clear we're going higher. That 5 minute outside bar, man. I don't think we're going to retest the outside bar anymore. I think I just missed it. I think the first infinite value gap is right here. Oh my gosh, there was first strike there. Oh my gosh. My first infinite value gap indicator is not showing up anything. What the heck? Why did my first infinite value gap indicator not show the first infinite value gap? Maybe because it's a bank holiday? Oh my. I think it's because it's a bank holiday. It didn't show it. Are you serious? Why does it do that? But you can see we back tested it and then 15-second change state higher, or a 5-second one. Dang it, dude. Okay, I'm getting rid of that outside bar trade. You know what? I'm just gonna adjust my screens. Dude, today's price action has been amazing. What are people on about bank holidays, bro? The 5-minute outside bar, beautiful. Beautiful 5-minute outside bar. And then, you know, the 3-minute IFG to the downside. So 2.6R plus probably now this is going to be another 4R. So probably like up 6R if I had executed everything correctly today. I just did not execute everything correctly today because I suck. It's a skill issue though, not a anything else, you know. You got your 2R? Heck yeah. I'm upset, bro. I'm upset. I'm upset because there's so many ways to take this. And I just couldn't get it. I couldn't get it, but there were like a million ways to take the same idea. I could have taken a change in state. I could have taken an IFG. I could have taken the first strike. There are a million ways to take the same idea, and I just didn't do it. It's all good though. What gap? The RTH gap, you think? This 5-minute IPG was also beautiful. The problem with this 5-minute IPG, the reason I didn't take this is same thing, right? I have to risk 1 micro, and so stop loss is compromised here. Stop loss is compromised. Oh, bro. We're gonna go higher. We're gonna go for the RTH gap. I'm aware of it. Like, I just don't know how to enter here. I could have entered long late after the outside bar. That, I don't know. That's a weird situation. There's a 5-minute outside bar. I could have entered it late. Maybe I should allow myself to do that as long as I, accept that risk. But, like, you guys, I don't know. It's just, like, it's just a little weird. Like, I'm taking a BPR. Like, maybe I should allow myself to just enter in late if I have a ton of conviction. Like, if I see this, I have a ton of conviction. I should just allow myself to take a trade late. But I don't know what's best, guys. I really don't. Yeah, maybe I allow myself to take late entries. I actually don't necessarily mind that. Hang on. Let's kind of look at this for a second. So this candle closed at 9:45. Or no, 9:50. So yeah, so I think entering a late entry, if it's strategically planned, is not, or if it's strategically designed, Like, for instance, if I pre-make a plan for how to enter late entries, I actually don't think that's terrible, right? So for instance, here's the outside bar, right? So boom. If I pre-make a plan which allows me to take outside bar late, right? You top ticked, nice. Yeah, guys, wait, I have an idea for this, because realistically, I'm not going to always catch them right at the second they happen. But if I make a plan where I say, okay, this is how you enter an outside bar late, then that's chill, right? Okay, hang on, I have an idea. So 9:50, this candle closes, right? So the outside bar entry is right here. So what if I do a thing where this takes the whole range of the outside bar, right? Yeah, so what if I do a thing where I allow myself to enter late on an outside bar as long as it's within Yeah, I like this idea. So I'm gonna allow myself to enter late on an outside bar as long as it's within uh, so let's measure this outside bar here. Hang on. What was your convictions? The outside bar with the bullish SMTs below the true opens. Delivering from the NWOG after taking the LRLR. Those are my convictions. Okay, I have an idea. From now on, I'm going to allow myself to take an outside bar as long as it's within about 1.5 of the distance. So for instance, how do I explain this? So as long as I enter below this level, right, then I can put stop loss here at this level. This is very interesting. So if I like this is so, like, it almost feels scientific, like. So yeah, this is basically how I'm gonna allow myself to take outside bars late. So from where the outside bar closes to the low of the candle prior to the outside bar, I will allow myself to enter late on the outside bar within 0.5 projections of that. So hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying. So basically with the outside bar, sometimes I don't see it right away. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow myself to take it slightly late. And if it's late, then I put stop loss exactly one projection of the low of the candle prior to the outside bar to the candle close of the outside bar. And I'm going to project that So hopefully this makes sense. It might not make sense, but it's making sense to me. So that's what matters to me. Anyway, this is kind of cool because we do go up, 3 projections of this. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. If I have a plan for how I execute a late entry, that's a valid late entry. Versus if I enter a trade late with no plan, and it's not according to my back testing, then that's not a valid trade. So this is kind of cool because it's allowing myself to strategically plan for if I enter a trade slightly late, how I take it. So anywhere from here to here, and then anywhere from here to here for stop loss, and here to here for entry. Okay. Alright, now what, guys? What do you guys think? What do you guys think now? What time is it? 8:18 Eastern? No, 10:18 Eastern. We have a pin bar here. I don't know, man. I think it's pretty reasonable. We could go lower here. I don't mind this IFG with the dodgy OB here. It's seeming like a propulsion block as well. Might take a scalp here, like a 1R scalp. I think we'll get a move back down to probably 1R at least off of this IFG. I think this was also a Phoenix model. Yeah, nice little dodgy OB here. I'm having a video on dodgy OBs coming out later this week, guys. Yeah, I know, but I mean maybe, but the thing is I could see us going lower for 1R. I could at least see us going lower for 1R. Yeah, and we have a liquidity pool down here. Okay, we ended up getting it. So maybe on the retest of this IFG, go for 1R. Let's just go for 1R here. Let's try it. I don't think it's gonna get me filled though, honestly. Yeah, never mind. I don't think it's gonna fill me. Is there S&T? There's S&T over here. Alright, so this basically would have hit. There's, I guess, a weird S&T here. Oh, we have the first one for value gap. Remember this. So keep this in mind, guys. You know, we might end up getting a trade off of this. Who knows? I want to watch it. I feel like price action has been better today than it's like ever been. Like I feel like I've noticed all the trades today. I don't know what people are on about bank holidays. Yeah, I'm curious if we do end up getting a low time frame change of state back up off of this. That'd be pretty cool. We might be getting an outside bar here. I want to see us come to the first center for value gap. And keep in mind this did inverse to the downside, so that's a reason for me to be skeptical, I would say. We're still about to retest this. I don't think we've gone quite low enough. I want to see us come to the first center for value gap. You think? Might, yeah. I would love to see us come revisit this. Nice, for watching, let's go. Yo, this is an outside bar, maybe? How's the 2-minute look? No, it's not an outside bar on the 2-minute. It's not on the 3-minute either. I'm still not a super big fan of anything, really. I guess we utilizes this change in state of delivery here, which is also a breaker, right? So if we could actually measure out this breaker, look at this breaker, right? So this breaker is kind of nice because you know, it's the breaker before this move down with S&T. And so a 5-minute breaker, then we have a 30-second change in state. I don't mind this 30-second change in state. There's also this 30-second change in state as well. We also take this as an IPG. It's a good looking IPG, I would say. With a quick break even. Yeah, we could try this. You know, just as a change, honestly, just as a change in state of delivery, maybe even. Delivering from a breaker. Yeah, let's go ahead and try this if we get it. We might need to wait for a little bit of a retrace. We got the closure.
Order filled.
I think I'll just take this as a scalp. Maybe like just a 1-to-1. So this I just took as a change in state of delivery. No, I kind of chased a little bit, but you know, figured we're gonna go to these highs. Three minute did not inverse this gap. Somewhat of a red flag, I guess. Anyway, I actually really like this 30-second change in state of delivery off the breaker. If we came here, I would have a lot of conviction in longs. I'm gonna take another entry. So I know my stop loss is right there, which is, it's just kind of weird and ironic, but I will take another entry on this 30-second change of state where my stop loss is, which is 302. Once again, this is all demo, so I don't really care. It's all just practice. So this is kind of weird, guys, but I am entering a trade where my stop loss is a different one. That one being a 30-second change in state. Retest off of the 5-minute breaker. And that one will be much higher RR. That one I'll target 3 projections. So it'll be 3R. Yeah, because it's a 5-minute breaker with the bullish SMTs. So this 30-second change in state. This one down here was really nice. Actually, guys, what I'm realizing is change in state. You can do change in states not just with the left side of the curve, but with the right side of the curve. So I could even mark this out as change in state right here. And this is something I need to get better at realizing, but these types of change in states where they're on the right hand side of the curve are honestly sometimes kind of better, right? So for instance, 5-minute breaker, 30-second change in state, and then look at that, right? We do not come back at all. This was beautiful. Hey, I got a sub. Let's go. Exactly. Yeah, we might be about to explode here. But yeah, y'all see the logic here. We have bullish SMTs, accumulation, manipulation, and then we have a breaker here. What does this breaker tell us? This breaker is the breaker before the move lower. So this breaker is a high probability breaker to anticipate continuation, which is what we're experiencing right now off of that breaker. So, okay, what was the original trade? The original trade was 2-minute change in state. Yeah, I don't know how much of a fan I am on that, but you know what? It's working out. I like this change in state too. You're good, bro. Yap all you want, man. Yap's how we learn. Yap's how we learn, get better, you know? But yeah, guys, change in state deliveries, they can be on the right-hand side of the curve too, and we got to be able to remember that because, honestly, I forget that. And those right-hand... I know, right? And guys, I honestly forget that so much. Like, I forget that you can use these change state deliveries on the right hand side of the curve, and that's a big issue for me because if I'm not using those, I'm kind of restricting myself a little bit, right? Like this right here. All these are change in state deliveries over here. Boom, to the downside. Boom, Boom. So I gotta remember that, right? I don't. I'm kind of regretting that. I'm kind of regretting that 2 minute change in state, but it's all good. Look at DM. Stop filled.
Order
Stop
filled.
Okay, so it's funny because I had my stop loss, but I had my second trade right at the stop loss. So this is kind of confusing, but I had a stop loss there, and then I had a limit order here, and this trade is much better than this trade. This trade, the reason I entered this is it's a 30-second change in state off of the breaker. It's the retest of it. So this one I'll target 3 projections. And it's coming with bullish SMT, so yeah, I need to look at DM still. I know. This is sweet. What is this? What am I looking at here? Nice, bro. Nice. Anyway, this 5-minute breaker, 30-second change in state. I'm liking this. Liking it a whole lot. That's limit orders? Dang, bro. Yeah, guys, this might be really nice. That 2-minute change state, nah. But this is clean. We have 30-second change in state off of this 5-minute breaker. How many losses have I taken today? Just gotta make sure I have enough bullets. I took this loss. I took a break even. And I took this loss. Okay. I'm writing on my whiteboard. What's today's date? January 18th. I should actually do oh, I need to put this whole entire thing on. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm kind of thinking in my head while I'm talking. I have a whiteboard where I write if I've used my trades or not. So this is the trade I'm taking. 30-second change in state up to 3 projections. Trade of it still open or no? Okay. So I'll show you guys the whiteboard in just a second for anyone who wants to look at it. But it's kind of cool how I do this actually. Okay. I'm just gonna bring this down. Okay. Yeah, hopefully we get some big candles soon. So I have a whiteboard, right? And each square is gonna be for 1 bullet. And these 2 bullets unlock starting in Asia. These 2 unlock starting in New York. And at the top, I'm gonna put the date. So let me just do all this real quick. Okay, so this is Sunday, January 18th. Here, I know what to do. January 18th through 19th. Okay, so this is how it's gonna look. So there's 4 bullets, and at the top I'm putting the date, and then on the left hand side the time. And yeah, this is to help me keep track of it. So yeah.
Hi, Jake.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
I'm
Good
here.
to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah. So I basically would have caught a giant win, but Javier kind of sent me a DM and it made me change my mind at the last second, and then it went straight to the take profit.
Then went to the
I'm not blaming Javier. It's no one's
Yeah,
fault. It's
yeah.
my fault. But like,
Is the market open today?
no. But I mean, it's complicated because it's Martin Luther King Day. It's a bank holiday.
Man.
Market still moves.
Okay.
From my back testing, I can still there's
can
still
still
stuff
check.
that I can see.
Yeah.
Most other people disagree with that, but I don't listen to other people. I listen to
Yeah.
myself and what
Yeah.
makes sense to me.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's awesome.
and so yeah, I think today had a really good price action. There was a giant inversion to the downside, running
Yeah.
low resistance liquidity to the downside. We had it as
Yeah.
a 3-minute inversion, no drawdown, 2.6R. Then we had a 5-minute outside bar to the upside. That one also had no drawdown. That was probably 3R.
Yeah.
And I could have taken both of those. Learned a lesson from the outside bar, so I could have taken it, but I would have needed to enter it late. So I'm making a plan for strategically, if it's within that first 1 or 2 minutes after I see it, I can strategically still enter it
Mm-hmm.
based off of how far above. Like if it's not too far out, I can strategically still take it
Yeah.
because it just depends on the context. And so that's a plan.
That sounds like you learned a lot this morning.
And
man.
and then so that's I'm making a new strategic plan for how I can trade outside bars, and then basically and then also that inversion for value gap, it taught me like I really just always have to trust myself no matter what, and so
Yeah.
that's what it is.
You're welcome to come skiing with us if you want.
Oh, okay.
You want to?
I don't know. I got stuff I want to do
Okay.
today.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, thanks for coming yesterday. I really appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Love you.
Good to
Cheers.
see you.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, it's actually. Yeah, he is cool. He's cool. But I did learn a lot today. I really did. And once again, I think we had a lot of great trades today. I think a bank holiday, you got to it's subject to your own back testing. Like if I back test the market and it's not making sense to me and I feel like it's all, a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't make sense, then of course I'm not going to trade a bank holiday. But the reality is when I back test the market and it makes sense and I spot trades that I could have taken, I'm going to trade that price action. I'm going to trade it. Right? I'm not going to care what someone else tells me I can or can't do. If it makes sense to me and I can read the market, I'm going to trade that price action. And there were quite a few trades I took. I took the inversion to the downside, hit the analog, then would have taken the outside bar, but it would have had to be late. And so there's just lessons learned, and it's all good. You close the longs. I'm going to have to be just holding this, honestly. I don't know if it's going to be a mistake or not, but I'm going to hold it. It is what it is for me. I'm holding this breaker, this 5-minute breaker, 30-second change in state, so we'll see. Oh yeah, we never checked session highs. Yeah, we went to the bullish session manipulation level. That's pretty cool. Right there. So I really like New York session stat map. It really helps, in my opinion, with identifying like where New York's gonna manipulate. I'm still in, bro. I haven't exited the trade. I'm still in it. And I am just kind of targeting these highs here. I might actually take another trade too if this creates a inversion for value gap. Because I think the market's still looking bullish to me here, but the reason I say that is just because these bullish S&Ts and then the breaker. But it's possible we need to go down and tap this first presented for value gap. I wouldn't put it past it to do that. We do got all these LRLR highs up here, so yeah, that's fair. But guys, I'm still in this, by the way. I never got rid of it. And yes, I took this weird 2-minute CISD trade that was not that good and whatever, right? But I'm in this 30-second long. I think I really like outside bars, but I prefer them with SMT. That's something that's just, it's kind of weird, but I really do prefer outside bars with SMT. Something I've noticed from my back testing. I got 14 minutes left. Oh yeah, session highs and lows. We got any of those or no? Yeah, so like I said, like we kind of took long and low with SMT. We might run back up to this LRLR here. And, if that happens, we could end up going from this breaker like a ton of projections to the upside. like London High with this LRLR, we might end up launching back up. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it is a bank holiday, so kind of want to zoom out a little bit. I want to get an idea, right? What else do we got over here? Oh, finally getting that move. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing. Yeah, I don't know. From draws and liquidity to the downside, I don't know. There's not a ton left. Besides, I guess, rebalancing this unfilled BPR. Anyway, I'm still in this long. Once again, accumulation, manipulation. Ooh, you know what I want to look at is true opens again. Hang on. I mean, yeah, I think we took all true opens, right? So here's 730. So it's a little game of reading the market, in all honesty. Like, read the bias, read the market, figure out what does it want, right? Low key, I could take this to London High, but I don't know. That's not really necessarily best, I guess. I don't know. We need the other one. I'll take profit at the highs, though. It's all good. Yeah, you'll see the true opens, right? Look at how this helps us identify manipulation. It's so perfect. No, that's not the one I want. I'm gonna get rid of these 6-minute true opens. I think it's just pointless to go that low. Well, I'll think about it. Yeah, I think this fair value gap's gonna expand us higher. Yeah, so if this hits, be green on the day, even though I should have been green on the day from the very beginning, but yeah, whatever.
Order filled. Order filled.
Did I accidentally sell two? Yeah, it's all good. All right, there you go. There's my 3R trade, right? That was nice. That was nice. So you guys don't get it. It was a 5-minute breaker, and then 30-second change in state retest right here. And then I took it up to the highs. So 5-minute breaker, 30-second change in state retest. And we had a manipulation of all the true opens. And then we took it up to the highs. Pretty cool how true opens really how they play a role in everything. Yeah, I should have been up. I should have been up 7R today because of the outside bar, which I should have taken just slightly late, and then also the inversion, which I took, but then I changed my mind at the last second. Both of those were just stupid, but it's all good. And I took this up 3. Unfortunately, it should have been it was only 1.4 it should have been more. It wasn't as much of a win as it should have been because if I had, it was supposed to technically have been risking 1.4 micros, but I can't risk 0.4 of a micro, right? So it's confusing, but you know what? It's fine. That's the benefit of having a bigger account, is you can get your risk pretty much exact. With a smaller account, it's not really possible, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I know I'll get there one day. Yeah, we might go fill that RTH gap because London High and LRLR above. Alright. I think we're good, guys. I think we're good. I'm gonna end the stream here. This is 11:10 Eastern, you know? Dude, every single day we just get a little better and I keep learning stuff. And man, that 5-minute outside bar was nice. The 3-minute IPG to the downside was nice. And then this flow state was nice. So those are my favorite trades from today. So yeah. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.